My name's Ken Kades, I'm from Australia and I'm the Managing Director of a new startup. We're looking to build a new product in the mobile application space.
My name is Steve Brendish and I'm the Creative Director. When we first came up with the idea for this product, we looked at getting resources in Australia and also looked at getting resources over here in India. And after doing some careful looking into the pros and cons of both, we decided to come over to India. I did some research online, so obviously found Net Solutions through Google, and then went onto the website and looked around a very professional website, so it gave a very good first impression. Some of the clients that Net Solutions had were extremely impressive, so we then took it to the next stage by actually making contact, and so we spoke with Arbe initially, and then eventually once we've made the decision to go with Net Solutions, we decided to actually come over here and visit.
So as a startup, one of our considerations is obviously cost. So we were presented with a couple of options from Net Solutions. One of them was a fixed cost model and one of them was a dedicated resource model. Now, as a startup, we couldn't really define the product in its entirety up front, so the fixed cost model was not really practical for either party. The dedicated resource model works really well for us because we can actually forecast our costs moving forward month to month. And it also provides a flexibility for us to add resources, as and when required, from a development perspective, when we're either struggling with defects or we've made changes to the product specification that we want implemented, and it just provides us with a lot of flexibility, and whilst giving us a certainty with the cost management, the cost planning on a month-to-month basis. Okay, being a startup and a certain amount of flexibility and liquidity, I suppose, in the product design, we've been able to implement a more hybrid type model of in terms of process. So it's a hybrid between the traditional waterfall method and the agile methodology. Now, Net Solutions typically work under the agile methodology, in their day-to-day work. However, with our product development, they've been extremely flexible in adopting what we want to achieve with the product and the schedule, etc., etc. So, from a process perspective, they've managed to be extremely flexible and suit our needs and what we require as a customer in terms of reporting, whether it's defect management, etc., etc. So from that perspective, it's been really a positive experience for us, and we're getting the desired outcome that we want. Outsourcing in general has a bit of a bad rap in terms of it's more difficult to communicate with the developers. However, I guess by putting measures in place of coming here and having regular meetings and so forth, I think that's really helped us, and it was always in our plan to actually come here and meet the guys and spend a prolonged period of time here in India, and they've been extremely welcoming and helping us with our product, and have been open when it comes to I suppose putting their hand up and saying, look, I don't understand, which normally can be a problem with Indian outsourcer. So from that perspective, our impression has been a good one, and the rapport that we've developed with the developers since we've been here has been great, and hopefully that will continue on in the future, because the product will continue to evolve and we'll need product development for a long time yet.
They've also been really good at putting in the extra time when we've asked them. So, for example, the guys before I arrived asked them if they wouldn't mind working on Saturdays, and they agreed straight away, and they've been coming in on Saturdays for us, just so we can push things on a little bit quicker. So.
Yeah, and that's really important to us as a customer to get that level of responsiveness from the resources or dedication. When we first came here, one of the first things we said was, don't treat this as it's our product, it's a customer product. treat it as if it's your product and take the pride in it and really, get into it. This product is yours, you're building it, you've had a major role in designing it, and for that sole purpose, you need to be proud of the work you do, and you need to commit to the work you do, and all the guys in the team have taken that on and have been really receptive to that kind of idea. So essentially it's been really positive, and if we deal with a lot of developers in Australia as well, and sometimes we wish that the developers in Australia had that type of commitment to the product. So essentially we're extremely happy with that side of things. So one of the other I suppose considerations for us as a startup and in software development is the transparency of the team, and Net Solutions have provided us with transparency throughout the project, throughout the product development, whether it's schedules or cost or defect management. They've been upfront and honest with their assessment, which we as business owners, as customers, really appreciate. The team has also been really engaging with us whilst we've been here in India, so they've made sure that we feel welcome and have been very hospitable to us. So that's also been a real positive for me and my team here.